Okay, so today is February the 7th, and we have a test tomorrow for 56 points. Each question's about 3 points. To be honest, the test looks a lot like this. It is not as cramped up or squished together. It is a little more spread apart, but the directions are the same, and how to do it is the same, okay? So here we go. This is ratios and rates review. The first set of directions come from Monday. So if you were here Monday, this is what we did, or weren't here. This part says we're going to write each ratio as a fraction, and we're going to explain its meaning. Now, a ratio is where we compare two things, dogs to cats, girls to boys. The key is on this. It is a ratio. We need it. This is telling us we got to write it as a fraction, and we have to simplify. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do a few of them. Here we go. So number 1 says 4 tulips to 6 daffodils. When it just says ratio, just leave it that way. Here we go, 4 to 6. But it says simplify. What goes into 4 and 6? 2. So what I'm doing is in my mind, I am simplifying or dividing by 2. Giving me 2 over 3. Now, I have to have some words. It is 2 tulips for every 3 daffodils. You have to have words to get credit. This is a point, this is a point, and this is a point. You gotta have it. Okay, number 2. 5 baseballs to 25 softballs. So it is a 5 to 25. What goes into 5 and 25? 5. So 5 into 5 once. 5 into that 5. And I need words. I need at least baseballs or baseball. Nope. 2 softballs. Do not shorten anything unless I shorten it. Meaning there's no. Please, work with me here. Yes?
I just messed up, so I switched. I put softballs on the first one.
You cannot.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Whatever on these they put first, just put on top. If you switch it, unfortunately, it's going to be wrong. Okay? Honestly, I'm going to go over and do number 5 now. This is a weird one because, honestly, this is where you would switch it. Here we go. This mailbox. In 1 week, Latrina received 18 letters and 8 bills. This is where you got to watch because it says, what was the ratio of bills to letters? They said bills first. That means it has to be on top. Then they said letters. So, 8 bills to 18 letters simplifies by 2. Well, by 2's, right? 2 goes into that 4. 2 goes into that 9. So there are 4 bills to every 9 letters. Okay. It's not hard. It's just division or dividing with simplifying. Just take it kind of slow. Okay? Uh-huh.
If you were to shorten up the words, would you still be critical?
No, listen to me. I love you guys, but you're the only group who keeps asking me to shorten stuff. We can write complete sentences.
No.
Okay, so, no, I need words. It is 1 word, guys. You can handle it, I promise. 1 word. I bet my friend in Miss Sawyer's class over there, she has you writing complete sentences, right? Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Not too crazy. Listen, I'm trying to keep it short I want it, but you can't make it any shorter. Please. Okay. The second section is from Tuesday. Tuesday is the day that we talked about changing a rate to a unit rate. And the key is with unit rate, it is how much is 1. That is the key with a unit rate. How much is 1? Okay, so on these, basically there is a trick kind of to these. Whatever is first is on top. Whatever is second is on bottom, unless it's money. Money is always on top, okay? So I'm going to put 36 pieces of candy on top, and you can put pieces for right now, to 6 children. I've been calling it 6 kids, just to make it shorter. There are a little bit of things we can do, but don't cut it all. Okay. So if we're changing it from 6 kids to 1 kid to a unit rate, it is what? 6. 6 pieces of candy. Now, this is where I'm going the extra mile. Please write pieces of candy. Oh, quit grunting. I might make this group make complete sentences tomorrow.
No.
Well, y'all are the only group that keeps grunting, and you know I'm recording, so it's very interesting.
It's not
Yes.
my fault. I'm not one of them.
Oh. I like that, but that's okay. I like that. Always puts money first. I like that. I like that. Listen, we all teach differently. I sometimes wish I could go sit in their classes and see how they teach stuff before I teach it. Done by, it's fine. Okay, this is as short as you can give me, guys. Okay, here we go. Number 7, 8 tomatoes for $2. Money always has to be on top. Uh-huh. Yeah, you got to give me something. Can't just... Well, you don't have to, no. I just kind of went weird. So it's $2. You really do on these, but that's okay. $2 for 8 tomatoes, or how much for 1 tomato? $2 for 8 tomatoes. But what's the math, guys? 2 divided by 8. Yes. Now, 2. Listen. It's not that way, though. It's 2 divided by 8. One second. I'm just going to say I expect a little better. I expect you to have your paper on your desk. I expect you to have your pencil out, and I expect you to be paying attention. This is 8th period. Everything I'm doing in this video, you should have until the bell rings. I kind of hope some of your parents might stop and check your work. I want questions, but when I can't hear them, I can't answer them. Here we go. Okay, when finding the whole goal here, back in the directions, is changing a rate, which to me I think of as the big numbers, to a unit rate, which is how much is one of them. Okay? 1 is, yes, that's what we're trying to get at. So if it's 8 tomatoes for $2, we're going to change it to 1 tomato and then do the math. And it is 2 divided by 8. 2 divided by 8 gives me 0.25. Okay, yes?
I have 2 questions. So can you put the 0 in front of decimal?
You can. 0.25.
When we were in Miss Sawyer's room, you were told not to put the percent sign up there.
Okay, and there's a little dilemma there. Did she ask you to put it in front?
She just said
Dollar sign, yes.
put a point.
And I'll be honest, we all kind of do it differently. You can write it 0.25. I was always told, like, don't do both of these. But we were talking about yesterday that you can do that and have the decimal and the dollar sign. I'll take whatever you give me at this point. Just don't put just 25. Because 25 is $25. Give me at least 0.25. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, so that is that answer. Okay. Number 8. 150 miles in 3 hours. So we're trying to change it to how long in 1 hour. So if it's 150 miles in 3 hours, it is 50 miles in 1 hour. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go down to the third section before the the first bell rings, and that way you all have all got just as much as every other class. It's just I've done a little bit of a different order with each class. Okay, so on the third section, please stop talking again before I start saying names out loud. I'm just like in shock today. I hope everybody does really good on this test tomorrow, but it's worrying me. Okay, third section. This is yesterday, what we did yesterday. It says determine if each pair of ratios or rates are equivalent. So the key is that we're trying to compare them. We are wondering if they are equivalent, and we're going to write yes or no at the end. These are the ones that we write yes or no, and we decide if they're equivalent. Okay, so here we go. These are kind of hard to squish in here. I'm going to do my best. You might want to do it on the back. I don't know. It's up to you. Here we go. So number 13. They want to know, is $18 for 3 bracelets the same as $30 for 5 bracelets? Here we go. Money's always on top. Okay, so like at store 1, if it's $18 for 3 bracelets, it's how much for 1? $6. Because 18 divided by 3 is 6. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the other store, the other place, whatever it is. It is $30 for 5 bracelets. And tomorrow they are spread out better, thank goodness. Okay. So $30 for 5 bracelets is how much per bracelet? $6. So are they equivalent?
Yes.
6 for 1, 6 for 1. Yes, they are equal. You got to look at the unit rate, the last thing you get, to see if they are equal. Okay, here we go with number 14. Number 14 is about calories and servings. No, this is it, guys. This is all I need. So if you will give me rates and unit rates, and then yes or no. This is okay with me, but you've got to have words or dollar signs or whatever. I'm not making you write a complete sentence, but you've got to give me this. Okay, basically this will probably be 1 point. This will be 1 point, and then the yes or no will probably be 1 point, because they're 3 points each. Okay, here we go. Calories per serving. 120 calories on top. And then 2 servings.
And we're trying to get it down to 1 serving. Please quit packing up. You got a couple more minutes. So if it's 120 for 2 servings, it's how much for 1? 60. So 60 calories per serving. So maybe that's like 1 kind of potato chip or something. Okay? Now, I'm going to do the second one. I'm kind of having to... Potato chip. 360 calories. For 6 servings. And I'm going to do it over here, I guess, because I ran out of room. Equals how much for 1 serving?
60.
So 360 divided by 6 is 60. Yes. I haven't done this one today, so I'm having to check my work. So are these equal?
Yes.
Yes. 60 calories per serving and 60 calories per serving. Okay. I'm just going to keep going at this point. Number 15. 4 hours worked for $12 or 7 hours worked for $28. Money goes on top, so I'm going to do $12 for 4 hours equals how much for 1 hour? $3. Okay. Got 7 hours work for 28. So 28 divided by 7 is $4 an hour. Are they equal? No. Okay. I am now going to I'll try to do 16. I think I'm going to do it right up here. No, it's kind of weird. I'm going to do it above it. Okay. It says 15 blank CDs for $5. 45 blank CDs for 15. Here we go. 5 is on top. For 15 CDs. How much for 1 CD? Listen, make sure you do it in the calculator. If it's 5 for 15, it's 5 divided by 15 is 0.3. If you were like, it is 0.3 repeating, or 33 cents a CD. Okay, turn around. You should still be going with me if you're second or third bell at this point. Okay, the second one is $15 for 45 CDs. And some of you just missed this one, so you might want to think about this. How much is 1 CD? So it's 15, it's not 3. I need you to think about this. It's not 45 divided by 15, guys.
15 divided by 45.
It's 15 divided by 45, which 0.333 repeating. Yes. They are equal, but like if you tell me 3 and 3, I got to count 2 points off. You may go. First bell, kiddos. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to keep going. 17. 24 points scored in 4 games. 48 points scored in 10. 24 points. I really don't care if you finished. You're going to sit here quietly. Please. Okay, so if it's 24 points in 4 games, how many points in 1? 6. So that's like the first team. The second one is 48 points in 10 games, I think it was. So how much in one game?
4.8.
Yes, 48 divided by 10 has a decimal. 4.8, so it's 4.8 points. Are they equal? No. And tomorrow they are spread apart a lot better. It looks better, okay? I'm going to go back up. I'm going to do the ones I skipped earlier now for the sake of anybody who wants to check their work. Here we go. I'm going to go all the way back to number 3. Here we go. 10 brown eggs to 12 white eggs. So we're back to ratios. It is a 10 to 12. Divide by 2. And it would be a 5 to 6. So it is 5 brown eggs for every 6 white eggs. On number 4, at the wildlife park, Zoe counted 10 lions and 14 tigers. What is the ratio of lions to tigers? That means lions has to go first, tigers has to go second. If I divide by 2 on the top and the bottom, I get 5 over 7, which means there are 5 lions to every 7 tigers. All that, including the words. Okay, going down to number 10 now. Or I guess I'll go to number 9 because it's over here. Okay, on number 9, do it in this order, logs to trucks. And if you think about a truck going down the road hauling logs, it makes sense. They're saying 48 logs on 6 trucks. So how much is on 1 truck? 8. So 8 logs per truck. That is the rate. That is the unit rate. Okay, go into number 10. Write the ratio. $12 for 3 tickets is a unit rate. That means how much is 1? And you've got to know that tomorrow. So, if it is $12 for 3 tickets, you're changing it to a unit rate, which is how much is 1. Started to write unit, but it's ticket. So how much is 1 ticket? So if it's $12 for 3, 3 times what's 12? $4. $4 a ticket. Yeah, it's okay. $4 a ticket. Tomorrow, just keep using your just make sure tomorrow. Okay. And that's the unit rate per ticket, per 1 ticket. Like what? Oh, I know what you're talking about now. No. They look just like this. They're just different things. So, okay, number 11. 1 bottle of shampoo costs $6 for 8 ounces. A second bottle costs $4 for 5 ounces of shampoo. Which has the lower unit rate and how much lower? Now, here is the situation with this one. It does have 2 questions. You got to find the unit rate, but then we got to say how much lower. Okay. So I'm going to start out by doing, I called it bottle 1 and bottle 2. So bottle number 1 of shampoo is $6 for 8 ounces. So basically, how much is 1 ounce?
4.
We divide 8 by 6. 6 by 8. So that is 3. So that's what I did, 0.65. How I did like on I divided by 6. 8 divided by 6 because 6 divided by 8 gave me the long.
No, listen. I need y'all to listen. It is always. Please look. You asked me a question, but look real quick. It is always top divided by bottom. Some of y'all keep thinking that it's like larger number and all this. You can't. Like, that's not the way it works. It's 6 divided by 8, which looks weird. I mean, I know. It's it's 6. But in the end, it's 75 cents, 0.75. If you honestly think about it, okay, and you take like something like $6, you know it's less than $1 per ounce because you would need $8 to be per 1 ounce, right? So like your answers still need to make sense, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Okay? Please put it up. I find it interesting that a lot of you have put this up, my Third Bell kids, and you have a chance to get them perfectly correct. And you've already put it up. Okay, bottle number 2. Shampoo bottle number 2 cost $4 for 5 ounces. So how much is 1 ounce?
Are you also going to take the points off for the words on the determined paragraph?
This all has to be here.
Yeah, I'm talking about for the last one. You still have to have words for
I'm getting there. Just give me a second. Guys, it says 0.8. But in American money, we've got to know that it needs 2 digits and change. Like we got dimes and pennies. We got to have the penny. 0.8 means 80 cents. If it was 0.08, it would be 8 pennies. But this is 0.80. You've got to know how to change that. So one is 75 cents an ounce. The other one's 80 cents an ounce. Now, it does have 2 questions. This is where we got to answer the questions. It says, which has the lower unit rate? Which one's lower?
The first one.
The first one, because it's 75 cents an ounce.
It's 5 cents lower.
Okay? Now, the second thing is how much lower? 5 cents. So I'm going to write me a little sentence here. It is 5 cents lower.
That's messed up. It's just not right.
I would need all this. On this question, I would probably count this is 1, this is 1, and this is 1. You're going to have to be super careful that you get all the questions and pieces and parts. Okay, number 12. Mr. Ordonez, I'm not sure, gives his math students, and I'll admit, this one sounds weird, but it says he gives his math students 34 quizzes during 17 weeks of school. If he gave the same number of quizzes each week, how many quizzes does Mr. Ordonez give his students every week? 1 week. Not 1 quiz, 1 week. So we need weeks on the bottom. So 17 weeks is on the bottom. And basically we're trying to change it to how many does he do in 1 week. It is a unit rate. So in 17 weeks, he gives 34 quizzes. So on average, 34 divided by 17 is 2. So on average, it is 2 quizzes a week. Yeah, I was just checking to make sure I got all the math in there. Okay. Practice these. You've got them from all week. The test will look just like this tomorrow. It's just different numbers and different questions. Okay.